Hello everybody, and welcome back to another Final Fantasy stream. So, today, the plan is kind of simple. We're gonna be basically doing some of the Hildebrand quests that are currently available in the game, because apparently, it was announced that I'm forgetting exactly when it was announced, but I think it was like maybe last week. It was announced during a live letter that what is it called again? 6.25 is gonna get released apparently on Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken. And with that release, we're also going to get the next set of the Hildebrand quests, as well as the relic weapon stuff, and a bunch of other things. So I was just thinking, might as well do the Hildebrand quests that are currently available, which is just 2 of them from 6.15. And yeah. After that, I don't really have anything specifically planned. Apart from that, other than I was thinking that I could maybe do some fate farming, because I kind of want to maybe get some more gemstones, but also just finish up the 2 last areas that I have in Shadowbringers that I haven't fully done that with yet. So I'm still missing. What's that about again? Trying to think. That is 44 that I'm missing in Amarang, and then 55 in Tempest. But I'm just thinking, isn't that 99 I'm missing? Hold on. 60 minus 16. 44? 5. Yep, 99 fates then. Oh. Yeah. Kind of thing that I might do those 2 areas. Probably start with Amarang, because that's the easiest one. And then move to the Tempest, depending on how long, or rather how far we get, because I have no idea how long the Hildebrand quest is going to take. I have no clue. It could be anywhere from like an hour to 2 hours, depending on the cutscenes. Yeah, you never really know with the Hildebrand quests, but yeah. Guess we'll just get started. Also, something they also, or Square Enix also announced earlier this week, I believe it was, is that I'm forgetting exactly what the proper name for it is. I think it's something like All Saints Week or something like that. Basically, the Halloween event is apparently gonna get started on Wednesday next week. So that's gonna be nice. And I believe it lasts until November 1st. And apparently you can get like a new glam, an emote, and a housing item. That's apparently what they've shown. And because it's going to be one of the events that's happening, we are probably also going to see a sale on all the previous event items on the Mox, or the store basically. So, could potentially look into some of those and see if there's anything cheap that I might want to get. But I guess we'll see. Anyway, in order to get started with the Hildebrand quest, we need to talk to this excitable youth. Also a nice thing actually about it, or kind of funny thing that I think I've already gone over before, is that when basically in 6.25 we're gonna get the relic weapon for Endwalker. That is tied to the Hildebrand quests somehow. So everyone who has basically never done the Hillebrand quest are now forced to do the Hillebrand quest if they want to do the relic, which is kind of funny. But apparently there are some people in my FC that are just absolutely hating the Hildebrand quests, or just like spamming through them, which I'm kind of like, why would you do that? They're funny. Just enjoy them. But yeah. I guess excitable youth, sleeping gentleman, the pungent. Lanavel can scarcely conceal his excitement.
Wait, I know you. We met in Kuganea. You're that stone cold killer I asked to look after the love of my life.
Oh, it's this one. Right.
What's that look for? Surely you haven't forgotten me. You and me, we had a moment, a connection. Not like the one I've got with her, of course, but I know I left an impression.
Yeah, bad one. The creepy little bastard who smells like cheese and followed Nashu Gane after stalking her for over 5 years. Frankly, considering how many blows to the head I've taken, I'm lucky I've gotten my own name. It's the top one.
Hey. There's nothing creepy about my love.
Yes, there's.
It's as pure as the pristine waters of a forest stream.
No, it's not.
Fair point about the cheese stink, though.
I don't know about that, but you're a fucking creepy stalker, that's for sure.
But enough about me, this is about Miss Nashu.
Of course it is.
Ever since she got sucked into that weird portal back east, I've been scouring the world for any sign of her. I was this close to giving up, but then, huzzah! I found her here in Radz-at-Han. Normally I'd be happy to get back to playing the silent invisible guardian, but she seems pretty distressed by the plight of her inspector friend. He's here too, but laid up and showing no signs of waking anytime soon. My Nashu has been fashioning all sorts of medicines in hopes of rousing him, but to no avail. I mean, I couldn't care less if he kicked the bucket, but I hate seeing her like this. She's liable to work herself to death. So, what say you? Will you deliver my dearest Nashu from her plight? You'll find her over at the High Crucible, no doubt slaving over an alembic. And with that, I'll get back to cheering her on from the shadows. You too, I guess. Now go, quickly. Save my beloved.
Right, another thing that I actually just can show off that I have been working on a lot during this like week especially is that in terms of all the crafters, I now have essentially the best gear available. Technically it's not the best yet, but I basically have the entire pact maker set and tools, as well as the integral accessories for all the crafters. And I am sort of close to actually having all of the stuff with the gatherers as well. I have basically all of the accessories. All I'm missing is just, I think it's like a total of, if we ignore the amount that I already have, I need like 540, I believe it is, or maybe it's 560. I'm not really remembering what amount it is, of the elegant tombstones of astronomy. I want to buy some materials. Could in theory also buy those with Gil. And then I can basically craft all the materials that I need, the gathering tools and gear, and also just craft those things. So if you're wondering why my inventory is kind of cluttered, that's because of that. Plus I also have 2 other crafting projects that I'm sort of working on. Or rather, one I'm working on, basically getting all the materials for, and the other one I have just on me, but I haven't started crafting because I need space to basically store it. The crafts. So, yeah. Anyway, Nashu.
And that should do it. Now to take this medicine A and D.
Cutscene?
COR. Shauna. It feels like it's been forever. Though definitely less than a year, I'm sure.
I mean, in-game? Probably. Out of game? That's been like a few years, because last time we did anything, well, just like, for the actual game, it's been like a few years, because the last time anything happened with Hildebrand was in Stormblood. But for me, it's like half a year-ish.
What brings you to Rads-at-Han? Enjoying a spot of adventuring, or perhaps...
Or maybe actually this last. I don't really remember now when it last did the Hildebrand stuff.
Then you've heard. It's true. Inspector Hildebrand's gone into hibernation again, and, wait. You're giving me that look. The one that screams, what about the whole weird portal business? Alright, since you silently asked. So, back on the Ruby Sea, remember how Greg got doused with duprism and was forced to whisk us all far away? How that strange rift then opened up, which the inspector then got sucked up into, and how I followed him in after that. Well, after that, we all ended up in this bizarre place. Couldn't tell up from down, left from right. And so we wandered, lost and confused. Fortunately, Greg came to his senses and explained that we were in the interspectorial rift, and then used the same trick to bring us home. Greg himself stayed behind, though. Something about a score that he had to settle. Not sure what that was about, but hey, you know Greg.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're back now, but the rub is that Inspector Hildebrand hasn't opened his eyes once. I know he needs his beauty sleep, but it's been an awfully long time, and we've got cases to solve. I've been trying my hand at apothecary stuff, seeing if I can't make something that'll get him up and moving, but nothing seems to work.
I'm wondering if we can spot the
But I
lava
think
fall
we're making
somewhere in the
progress.
background.
Me and Mr. Chupacabra from the Shukshauka concern, that is. You remember Mr. Chupacabra, right? Got sucked into the rift along with us, former evil mastermind, not so bad once you get to know him.
Kinda remember him.
Pleased
Yeah,
I am to
okay.
meet you once more, and under less compromising circumstances. If I may correct our mutual friend, I am Jubrika, chairman of the Sajatra concern. Your distrustful and somewhat bloodthirsty glare is not unwarranted, but in my defense, who among us has not contemplated enslaving the rich and powerful to bend the world to their whim? Ha ha, ha. Ahem. I pray you forgive me my poor joke, and allow me to assure you that after wandering the interdimensional rift for the sisters only know how long, I am a changed man. Naturally, I understand that words alone would not suffice to absolve me of my sins. Thus, since my return, I have operated a humble apothecary that caters to the needs of one and all. Furthermore, I made arrangements for Miss Nash's workshop. Rest assured that I will spare no effort in helping her see Inspector Hildebrand awakened and returned to full health. And with that, if you would excuse me, I must see to other business.
And of course he has a smirk.
Isn't he the nicest villain you've ever met? Ah, but that's right, I had just finished my latest medicine. I've got
Yeah.
high hopes for this new recipe.
And of course it cuts off the ex-villain. I suppose I ought to get a look at the Mandible Man himself. Medicine might not do us any good. Yeah, I should probably take a look at him.
By all means. The inspector is resting in a room up in Kama. Awake or asleep, I'm sure he'd enjoy your company. Let's go.
Okay. Trying to nash you again. Also, I am wondering if I'm gonna be able to spot the Lalafell just hiding around the place. Just being a little creep. Go up there. I guess I'll just take the right up there. Ah, yep, there he is. Hey, fucker. Get away from here. He is such a fucking creep. Jesus. Kind of getting, isn't this like the house of that guy that it is? That I believe that's the house of the oh, I'm completely blanking on the name of him, but the guy that you meet at the start of that there, the merchant guy down here at the Middleman. I don't really know how to pronounce that. Like the guy who basically had the merchant place here, basically turned into a I'm forgetting, what were they called actually? Creatures. Why can I not remember what those things are called again? I cannot remember the name of them. Why do I not remember what the hell those things are called? Blasphemies, I guess? That's what they're called. I think I'm just gonna quickly try and look this up because I don't. Is it just blasphemies? It's apparently also hell beasts or terminus or terminus. It's apparently also a name for them. Yeah, I believe this is basically where he had a house, but I guess people have moved in here.
The girl's a friend of yours, is she? She's welcome to stay as long as she likes. I do hope her friend recovers soon, though. Sleeping on the floor hasn't been good for my back.
Lily, you okay? It's definitely breathing. There's no open eyes.
Isn't this room nice? Mr. Chupacabra's taken care of everything, even paid the rent in full. Ah, but I'm distracting you, aren't I? You need to concentrate while you examine the inspector, yes?
Study the sleeping Inspector Hildebrand. You may move the...
Yeah, don't need explanation for the rest of that. Okay, inspect the unconscious body of Inspector Hildebrand and try to determine the cause of his coma.
The exquisite buckles of the stylish footwear are a design unique to House Manderville. These shoes would almost certainly fetch a small fortune in the markets.
Okay. There's the arm, the face.
Beside the bed, Hildebrand's loyal assistant Nasha dozes peacefully. Her ability to stay calm in the most trying of times has been sorely tested of late. Pariah, the master of the house, searches the shelves with a remarkable dexterity for one so large of body and limb.
Okay. Is there anything else I can spot, I wonder? That has nothing to do with what we're currently doing. Nope, I guess just face and arm. I don't think there's anything else.
Rippling muscles bespeak impressive strength, while smooth skin suggests that only on the rarest of occasions does the man resort to violence. Troublingly, his limbs are stiff and cool to the touch, as if the blood runs cold in his veins.
And she was still just dozing off.
Rugged features belie what is, at closer glance, the sensitive mien of a cultured gentleman. While he still breathes, he appears to be locked in a deep slumber. The inspector's condition is disturbingly reminiscent of the scions who were summoned to the first for a time.
Oh.
Oh. Finished already? Any theories as to what's wrong with the inspector?
Well, he's a soulless husk, which is less than ideal. I suspect he may have been summoned to another reflection. Let's just get the proper explanation of it.
I see. I mean, I don't, but that's what you're supposed to say at times like this, I know that much. How do we wake him up? Return his soul to his body? But where did it go, and what is it doing there?
I went to the first become the Gentleman of Darkness, as you do. I think it's gone to another world wholly unlike ours, but still slightly like ours. A world of contrasts? Let's go with the Gentleman of Darkness.
I see. Right. So can you go there? Great. In that case, I'll leave the soul searching to you. I'm sure it goes without saying, but once you've arrived in this otherworldly world, look for a place that smells of mystery and intrigue, and chat with people there. That's standard agent of inquiry protocol. Oh, and since this is Inspector Hildebrand we're talking about, don't be surprised if you find him asleep, or having forgotten a thing or two. But not to worry. I've prepared my traditional medicine just in case. Don't hesitate to use it. And with that, do take care out there.
Gonna assume that's probably a bomb of some kind, and also we might also just find him stuck with his head in the ground. Rather than his entire torso. Just the legs sticking out, because that is also a usual way we might see him. Okay, Leonard at the Crystarium. We get a... Yep, Asher's Delights. It definitely looks like bombs. Which is not surprising considering it's Nashu. Okay, so where do we actually need to go? We need to go down there. I'm just gonna run there. Okay, Nashu's Lights. A potent explosive whipped up by Nashu with the power to jog one's memories. Kind of forgetting how many times have those actually been used. I know at least one time during the Irrelevant Warren version, but I don't remember if they've been used more times.
Welcome back, friend. I'd offer you a pint, but my barman sense tells me that's not why you're here. So this friend of yours has gone missing? Sorry to hear that, but plenty of travelers pass through these parts. Could you describe the fellow to me?
Hume Burley wears a monocle, well-meaning idiot. He was wearing a tattered suit, most likely. Let's go with this one, that's more descriptive.
Yes, that sounds familiar. Mind you, I didn't see him myself, but I do believe one of our bounty hunters spied such a man when you were all battling that horde of spectral warriors.
So during 5.3.
Jod. Come here a moment. There's someone who wants to speak with you. That's so. Make it, quick. The shale isn't he going to drink it shelf? Wait. You're one of the Exarch's friends, the Warrior of Darkness. Fought by your side when the glowing bastards came to ruin our day, but we showed them, ha. But enough reminiscing, what's so important that you had to interrupt my regularly scheduled drinking? Now that you mention it, I did see someone like that. Back there on the battlefield, after you ran off to do more hero work. At first, I thought he was going to attack me like the rest of the spirit whatsits. But no, he just stood there, striking a pose, trying to scare or seduce me. Damned if I could tell. Still, he was glowing, and I wasn't about to take any chances, so I said, hey. Piss off, ghost, and sent him packing. Did he die, you ask? To which I say, what am I, a chirurgeon? Also, I've kept my mug waiting long enough. Good talk. Could it be? The Warrior of Darkness.
Oh, you two.
I thought that was your voice, but was convinced my ears were playing tricks on me. It's good to see you again.
You were the guards in the Crystarium who basically gained the echo, I believe, and started going out. The adventurers.
Didn't mean to eavesdrop, but we overheard you discussing the renegade poser. We've been searching for him for some time now. There have been sightings in Lakeland, you see. Von Ard and I have been tasked with getting to the bottom of it. We've little in the way of useful information, though. All we know is that he appears without warning and strikes a disturbing pose. He's not caused any harm, if you discount the shock of a strange man gesticulating in your general direction, that is. Nevertheless, we're worried his behavior might escalate. Have you been tasked with apprehending the miscreant as well? Not quite, Von Ard. Shauna's come back to track down a missing friend.
Your miscreant, I regret to say, might be my friend. I wouldn't call him a friend per se, but I so happen to be looking for a man prone to posing. Let's go with friend. He is our friend, even if he is a straight up idiot sometimes. I guess Himbo might.
If the man you're looking for might be one and the same, then why not work together? Between the three of you, you're bound to have better luck.
I feel like Hildebrand could probably go under the term Himbo. I think.
It would be an honor, and a great help. We were just about to leave to gather testimony, as it happens.
It's like... he's not bad looking. He isn't Like, he's a good person, but he's also an idiot. So I believe those are the three criteria, sort of, for like a himbo, from what I seem to remember from online.
Come and join us in Sullen when you've finished here. We'll solve this mystery in no time.
Okay. So, out to Sullen, so all the way down there. Okay. So we need to speak with the locals in Sullen. 3 of them. Okay, we're almost at the first island. As people. One.
Did I see him? You bet I did. I was crossing through the forest of the Lost Shepherd, on my way to deliver fish to the hostile imperative. Out of nowhere, this odd man leapt in front of me. I thought he was a bandit at first, but then he abruptly turned to the side, curled his neck, and put his fist to his head as if to say, I don't know. It was baffling. I ran when I realized he wasn't going to do anything else.
Was it perhaps something like this? Can't do the entire dance though, but assuming that's probably the pose he does. Yeah, I have to be somewhere. I just don't really know exactly where. Yeah, post independently. That's the one.
Oh, that fellow? I saw him the other day on the way home from Clearmelt. I'd enjoyed one too many libations after my bath, and ended up wandering off into the forest. Before I knew it, the sun was dipping low, and the sky turning dark, and I was beginning to wonder if I'd ever make it home. Then I felt a gentle tug at my arm. And would you believe it? This odd-looking man led me out of the forest and set me back on the road. I thanked him profusely, but he said nothing in reply, just struck this pose and walked off.
Okay. What's the last? There we go. Solid woman.
Why, yes, I saw someone like that when I was out picking mushrooms in the forest. He even spoke to me. I was repulsed at first by his form, but he only wanted to warn me that fell beasts lurk in the forest, and that I should be wary. Contrary to appearances, I'd say he was actually quite gentlemanly.
Sounds like our Hildebrand. Okay. Want to see Taylor? R.
Finished questioning the locals, have you? Were you able to learn anything? Not only has the poser caused no harm, he's even helped people. So he's a gentleman, albeit a suspicious one. Something of a contradiction you might say, but there's no reason to doubt what we heard. Everyone seemed to encounter him in the forest of the Lost Shepherd, right? Then that's where we'll look next. Shall we?
And that's also going to be where we finish the first of the quests. I'm wondering, are we gonna get a cutscene perhaps? I have a cutscene there. Is it gonna be a special cutscene or that looks like a more special cutscene than normally? But is it a super animated one?
Here we are. But how exactly are we supposed to begin our search? These woods are, well, woods.
Like spatial cutscene, I'm basically thinking the ones where some of the characters are extremely animated, especially Hildebrand. But maybe it's...
Got a plan, do you? Far be it from me to doubt the warrior of darkness. Show us what you've got in mind, and we'll back you up to the best of our ability.
We're going to do the pose or dance. Perform the Mandeville or the Mandeville Mambo. Yes! Mandeville Mambo. This is so stupid. This is... That's even daytime now. And those two are doing it as well.
Hark. What familiar gentlemanly gyrations are these?
Oh, the voice? Oh. Hildebrand? What? That was close. Yo. Oh. What? Light 1D, forgiven gentleman. What? What? And we even have the boss music. Hold on, what? Okay, I have so many questions.
On your guard. It's a Sin Eater.
Okay, first of all, why is he referred to as a Light Warden? Second of all, why does he have wings? The clothes, I'm kind of like, okay, that's just like white clothes instead of black, which he usually wears. Why the makeup that he had on in like, I think one scene of Stormblood ones?
No, wait. That's no Sin Eater.
It's a Gentleman of Light. It's Hildebrand.
Hildebrand. Who is this Hildebrand of whom you speak? I am the Forgiven Gentleman, Devourer of Sins. Light Warden Extraordinaire.
Oh my god. Light Warden Extraordinaire. You're not a Sin Eater, you're Hildebrand, the Gentleman Inspector. You might occasionally moonlight as a zombie overlord, but trust me, you're a Gentleman Inspector.
Erg. Herg. Inspector. Sin Eater. Inspector. Sin Eater. You're acquainted with this, gentlemen. Right, then. Clearly, your friend has been through a lot. But still, how did he get it in his head he's a Sin Eater? Is there no way to bring back his memories?
I mean, we do have Nashu's explosives. Does usually work. Yep.
Explosives? We're still trying to save him, right?
Trust me, he is very durable. Even though it is technically just a soul, but that should also be very durable. What? Are we playing fucking volleyball now with the bomb? We're gonna do a smash. Yep. Jesus, that's a lot of force. Fucking hell. And as per usual, he's in the ground. Hey, the
Wicked
bubble.
White, we've killed him.
Welcome to the stream. We're currently doing the, or some of the Hildebrand quests in Final Fantasy XIV. Get ready for some I don't know how to describe it, just like insanity. This is insanity. This quest line. Didn't kill him, he is alright, we just need to pull him out of the ground. Oh, is he gonna do it himself? Yep.
I say, Shauna. I had resigned myself to Nash's ungentle methodology, but you too, my brutish friend?
It worked.
But never mind that. I do not recall the world being quite so purple.
Whereas one of them looked like a surprised audience meme with the open mouth. I don't know. Basically, the Hildebrand questline is kind of Square Enix's, like the Final Fantasy team's way of basically being like, let's just come up with the most batshit insane, like, storyline we can think of, and basically try and, I guess, push their animation, like their facial animation, like skills to the limit, because they just go crazy with this, like extremely like animated faces and stuff like that. And it's a questline that is like, or a series of quests that is really loved by the community because they're so weird. They basically so far had a questline in A Realm Reborn, Heavensward, and Stormblood. They didn't do one for Shadowbringers, but they've now done one for, or started doing one for Endwalker. And it takes a bit place in, I guess, both Endwalker and Shadowbringers areas. But yeah, it is kind of seen as like the dumbest, but also greatest at the same time, just questline, because it's so ridiculous. This idiot here is Hildebrand.
I was with Nashu and Greg, wandering the bizarre, shadowy realm known as the Interspectorial Rift.
Basically, I think most fans would probably call him like a himbo. Like, he kind of fits the criteria of just being like a somewhat handsome, friendly, like good-natured person who's an absolute idiot. But probably more like even more idiot than anything else. Oh, and those two are also gonna get the echo treatment here. So I guess we see the rank getting summoned. Yep.
Where am I? Who am I? That sickening light. That aggressive posturing. I know what you are. You're one of them, ain't you? What you need is a good old-fashioned dwarven decking.
Jesus. That's a straight up limit break.
Ghost.
Jesus. I mean, Hildebrand is fine from that. He has had worse. Mum is dead. Okay, wait, did a Sin Eater actually grab him? Nope, landed on him. God. What is with this fucking camera?
Run for your lives. It's a Sin Eater. A Sin Eater.
Okay.
I'll be damned. I saw a vision of the man's past. No wonder he became convinced he was a Sin Eater. I saw it too. It was, quite possibly, the most ridiculous memory I've ever glimpsed. Answer me, my faithful assistant. Where are we, and why is it so purple?
We're on the first.
The first? The first what? Are you telling me we've somehow traveled to an entirely different world?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Good gods. To think that I have transcended the very boundaries of time and space. But worry not, my adoring fans. Hildebrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, will return to you forthwith.
Okay, I believe we have one more quest, and then we're basically out of the quests that's currently available. Okay, a soulful reunion. So the brain is back and full of spectral beings. As long as he doesn't fart near me, I am gonna be happy.
While I've enjoyed what time I've spent in this far-flung first that I can remember, we should be getting back to our own world soon. Would you happen to know how we might go about doing that? Restore my soul, with a spirit vessel? Say no more. Your cursory description was more than enough for me to grasp the concept completely. It is not unlike brewing the perfect cup of coffee. Which means our task is clear, we require the services of a skilled soul sommelier.
I know a soul sommelier named Big Luck, and we require the services of Big Luck. Yep.
Splendid. I see that even in this world, you rub shoulders with the cream. Let us pay this Beglug a visit. I'm not sure what you're plotting to do with souls, but if you require Beglug's assistance, we can help. They've aided us time and again, and I reckon they'd do the same for your friend here. Come with us to the Cabinet of Curiosity.
Yeah, I guess back to this area. Basically, Hildebrand has his moments of actually being smart, but for the most part, he is kind of a dumbass. A well-meaning dumbass, but still a dumbass. Let's see. Cabinet of Curiosity. Okay, so let's see. Right here.
Seeing as he's a friend of the Warrior of Darkness herself, I should have known, but this Hildebrand is no ordinary man.
Definitely isn't. I mean, he is also from the Mandeville line, so that is kind of why he is so fucking durable. I mean, if you see, and also pretty strong when you think about it, you two would be absolutely fucking just blown away if you saw his dad. He is like way stronger than Hildebrand.
Though I am eager to return home, I will miss this strange world. Perhaps we can visit it again someday? Surely there are cases here that require my preeminent powers of deduction. If you're ready, I'll call for Beglug. The genius soul sommelier. You come highly recommended by Shauna. And what an adorable little puppy you have.
Oh, Hildebrand. You need to learn how to keep your mouth closed.
Soul what? Puppy. I beg your pardon, but there seems to be some confus. Puppy. Who is this imbecile, Shauna? I've half a mind to make him dig a hole so I can throw him in it. But, I presume he is a friend of yours, and one in need no less?
Yeah, don't pay him any mind waste. Stupid
Another
stuff.
of your friends that needs to be sent back to the source? Have you forgotten how complex and difficult it was to do it the last time? Yet you waltz in here and ask me this favor with the air of one shopping for a new hat. His case is no different from the others, at least. He is present only in soul, as they were. We'll need another spirit vessel, of course. You don't happen to have one on you already, do you? Entrusted to you by the Crystal Exarch, you say? Heh. If only he knew how you were using it.
Isn't that the one that we used to basically bring the Crystal Exarch back? Use him back with our Raha, and then I guess we just kept it?
Fortunately, I have a porksy on hand. We've been using it to treat patients at risk of transforming into eaters, but I suppose it's due for a change of pace. There is, however, one concern. In case I didn't make it clear before, the process can place great strain upon one's soul. If he is lacking in resilience, there is a chance his will not survive, that his very essence will be rent asunder.
Trust me, he is durable enough. And that's a risk I'm willing to take. After what he has lived through, would be implausible, possibly anticlimactic for him to die like that. Oh yeah.
Haha. Shauna knows me all too well. I assure you, my good sommelier who is most certainly not a dog, you needn't worry for Hildebrand Helidor Maximilian Manderville. Yes. I get the distinct impression that the gods themselves could not kill him if they tried. And they have.
Oh yeah.
Come along, then, Hilde, I can't be bothered to remember that name. 1,000 thanks. Simply point me to the soul siphon, and I shall hop right in. The rest of you can wait here. I promise I won't hurt him, no matter how much I might be tempted. You will be pleased to know that the process was smooth and uneventful. Honestly, I was hoping for more of a challenge. All you need do is to take his spirit vessel back to the source and bring it in contact with his corporeal body. He should awaken immediately with his soul and memories intact.
Okay.
If there's nothing else, Von Art and I should be getting back to our duties. It was a pleasure, Shauna, if all too brief. I won't pretend I understood even a fraction of what happened, but I'm glad I was there for it. Till we meet again. Rest assured that Thaler and I will be doing our damnedest to look after the people here in your absence.
So here. So don't worry about not understanding what happened. That's the usual thing that's the case with most of these. Most people that meet Hildebrand don't understand anything that's happening. Just kind of feels like, I don't know, as if you were to like fall into a I guess realm where logic doesn't make any sense. Well, I guess just back up to Nashu and restore Hildebrand. I actually do have a item here. Gentlemanly Spirit Vessel, a brightly glowing spirit vessel that currently houses the resolute spirit of Inspector Hildebrand.
You're back, and not a moment too soon. We have an emergency on our hands.
Yeah, I can see that. Where's his body? Where's Hildebrand's body?
The Inspector's soul is in this, you say? That's great, but we have another problem now. The Inspector's body has gone missing. We went to the markets to do some shopping, and when we came back, he was nowhere to be seen.
I don't see the Lalafell over there.
I double-checked that every door was locked before we left. But there's nothing to suggest someone forced their way in.
We've got a case on our hands, the case of the evaporating inspector. We must begin our investigation at once. Come on, let's start looking for witnesses.
Okay.
Did I see anyone get carried out of that house, you ask? I was too distracted with stock taking to make note of any comings or goings. Sorry I couldn't be of more help.
That's fine. Dubious individual.
Yes, this is a most distressing situation, indeed.
Kind of familiar in a way, but at the same time not really.
Tell me everything you know. The inspector's life is in jeopardy. I didn't see anyone carry a person out of that house, no. But I did see a man carrying a particularly large sack, so heavy he strained to lift it. I didn't think much of it at the time, but now that you mention it, it was a bit suspicious. Ah, there you are. This man says he has vital information that will help us in our investigation.
A pleasure to make your acquaintance. I am Delian, Editor-in-Chief of the Thavnarian Truth, a monthly publication devoted to exploring unexplained and otherworldly phenomena of our isle. Your companion shared with me the news of your friend's disappearance, and I happen to know precisely who is behind the incident. But I fear you may not like the answer, for the kidnapper is not of this star. They come from the heavens, from beyond the great expanse. They descend in curious, saucer-shaped airships to study our world, our society, our buildings, our very bodies.
Are you saying fucking aliens abducted? I thought this series of quests couldn't get any weirder.
You shudder, no doubt, as you realize of whom I speak. It couldn't be, you protest. Oh, but it could, and it is. Your dear friend the inspector has been abducted by aliens.
What the fuck?
Oh, but he'll be fine, you assure yourself. After all, they just want to understand us better, you poor, deluded child. That they do, but to what end? Why else? That they might one day take over our world. What is worse, they plot to do so with the aid of collaborators. For the Charlians are in league with our would-be overlords, providing the aliens with vital information on our vulnerabilities in exchange for a position of power within their regime.
Is he talking about Lobrits? Are they the ones who came in, took him? Also, there's the fucking Lalafell.
The final days was also the work of these alien invaders, an attempt to sow chaos, that our world would be easier to conquer. Blessedly, it was thwarted, if only by dumb luck, as those that did the thwarting were blissfully unaware of the true nature of the threat. I had hoped the setback would discourage the aliens from coming back, if not move them to abandon their ambitions. But it would seem events have only emboldened them, if they are indeed carrying out abductions here in Radz-at-Han. Even as we speak, your friend lays prone on a sterile bed in their base on the surface of the moon, where they poke and probe him with inscrutable instruments as their floppy ears wiggle with fiendish delight. Ah, but I have said too much. I must continue my investigation in secret. The fate of our world is at stake.
My guy, that's Lobrits. They are not... I mean, technically they could be considered aliens, but they're not really aliens. At least in the normal sense.
Oh no. That sounded awful. We have to go to the moon and save the inspector at once.
I think he he was a few materials short of a full meld. Oh yeah, that's a good one. At least he got the floppy ears part right. Let's go with that one.
So you don't think the inspector is somewhere getting probed by aliens? But if not them, then who's probing him?
It's operets, small bunny
A man
creatures.
carrying a suspiciously large sack? That sounds promising. Maybe someone else can tell us more.
Oh.
Someone
Yeah,
up
that should
ahead may
come,
have seen
yes.
something. Let's ask around.
Nashu is now you can, if you will.
Okay.
Pariah and his family are the nicest people. They've got such gentle eyes and long snouts, too, longer than anyone I've ever met in Eorzea.
That might be because they are not a race we really have in Eorzea normally.
The man with the sack. Indeed, I couldn't help but take note of him as he passed, trying so very hard to be inconspicuous as he was. He descended to Alzadal's path, then went over to the fountain, where he met with a merchant, I believe. Such a hefty sack it was, my mind was racing with the possibilities of what it might contain.
That had to be our man, right? We need to hunt down that merchant.
I just jumped down. Yep. Strangely, this is just a square.
It's incredible, isn't it? It reminds me of the giant statue of Lord Godbert at the Gold Saucer. Once the inspector's back on his feet, we'll have to show him.
I don't remember any giant golden statue of Godbert unless I just haven't spotted that one yet. Okay, that doesn't want to be read aloud. The man with a large sack. Ah, and I saw him. In fact, I sold him my chokepow.
At first, I told him to get lost. That bird and I go way back, and so forth. But he was in a hurry, and his offer was very generous.
Doesn't want to do it again. When you're in my line of work, you can't afford to get too sentimental. Now I can buy a whole stable's worth of chocobos.
Did he say where he was planning to go next?
Try. Oh, that doesn't work. He was wondering something about having to get to Saltwind's welcome in a hurry. Probably why he was desperate for a chocobo. It's a long way to go on foot. Never mind with the sack, or never mind the sack.
Did you hear that, Shauna? We need to head to Saltwind's welcome right away.
Where is Saltwind's welcome? Oh yeah, that's over there. I'm just gonna teleport. Might as well just try and speed things up. And it's just pouring down here in Devnia right now.
Here we are. Which means the mysterious man with the mysterious sack must be near. Keep your eyes peeled.
There's the Lalafell. This looks like it might be a more animated cutscene.
Over there, That man is definitely up to no good. Maybe he's waiting for a conspirator? We should stay out of sight and watch what happens. Ah. Mr. Chupacabra? But he expressly told us he had put the evil schemes behind him. He wouldn't lie, would he?
Too trusty, Nashu. Tell friend that's in there.
The goods appear to be none the worse for wear. Very well. Your payment, as promised. My client will be most pleased.
And who's your client? What? The fuck is that?
Oh no. Is he going to feed the inspector to that giant sea monster?
Sure, that's a robot.
It is an honor and a pleasure as always, Dr. Lugai. I have faith this specimen will meet with your satisfaction. So this is the one said to be the strongest, most resilient in all the world? The Manderville Man?
Why is this giving me vibes of like one of the Dragon Ball movies, like World's Strongest, I believe?
None other. He has weathered countless explosions and a multitude of martial abuses, including a devastating suplex I myself did witness. It is even said he survived a journey to Dalamut itself, and survived the lesser moon's fall with nary a scratch. Most fortunately for us, he has fallen into a coma from which I am assured he will never awake. You are free to do with his body as you please. Wee hee hee. Even the mightiest of warriors can't fight while asleep. Those meddlers may have gotten the better of me and my beautiful boy in the Tower of Babel, but my next child will be all but invincible. With this body mine to command, I will exact a bloody, glorious revenge.
Hold on. Oh boy in the Tower of Babel. Hold on, who is this guy again? First of all, Tower of Babel. I believe that's a dungeon that... Just quick check. That, yep, that is the one in Garlemald. Again, this is the second... This guy is actually the second boss in... that dungeon.
Ahem. Forgive me my boldness, Dr. Lugai, but when might I expect the rest of my payment? I have debts that must be repaid. Worry not. With the Telephora we gone for good, the vast fortune of House Brutus is entirely at my disposal. I shall shower you with wealth, my loyal minion. And gladly shall I accept the spoils, Doctor, and resolve never to renounce my wicked ways, for surely this time I will suffer no comeuppance.
And cue us.
No, not you. Not now. But, I must away.
And... grabbed Hildebrand. God damn it.
Wait. Dr. Lugai. My payment.
Wake up, Inspector.
Are you gonna be able to actually land it correctly? Yep, seems like it. And of course it is.
Could it be? The world's no longer purple. Stop moving, damn you. You're supposed to be the comatose centerpiece of my glorious revenge.
Is that a self-destruct button?
Mummy.
Oh my god. Let me guess, he goes to the moon. Or is it just gonna fall down, or what? Nope, looks like it's going to the moon.
Not AKAAN.
Or not. No, actually, you might be good moved. Press all the buttons.
No.
What the hell? Jesus Christ. And he's in the ground as per usual. And of course still alive.
I say, that was a rather dramatic series of events to awaken to, but more importantly, after a brief detour, I find myself in my own world once more. My most sincere apologies for causing you such trouble, my loyal assistants. But rejoice, for Hildebrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, has made his triumphant return.
What the fuck? What? What the fuck is happening? Wait, was that a dodo and Nash? What? Also, where are all these fucking birds coming from? Oh, it was Nashu, it was something else then?
Wait. Inspector.
Okay, so that either... I'm gonna assume that either went to the moon or Ultima Thule.
I knew it. An alien abduction. And to think I would have the chance to witness one with my own eyes. This month's issue of the Thavnarian Truth shall be the best one yet.
And just when I thought we finally had the inspector back, off he went, and then came back, and then floated off again.
Are we gonna go after him? Or what?
I know it's not the first time that he's taken to the skies without warning, but still, it's always a little disappointing. Still, there's no use crying over flying inspectors. Let's return to Rads Han.
Okay, back to Han then and finish up the quest. And then I'll basically have to wait until Tuesday, I believe, or the next patch comes out and the next the story will be released. And now she was just straight over here.
Oh, Inspector. Why have you left me again, and where have you gone? No, this won't do. Get it together, Nashu, there's a case to be solved. Just you wait, Inspector. Your loyal assistant Nashu will solve the mystery of your disappearance. Again. And don't you worry, Shauna. As soon as I have a new lead, you'll be the first to know. Till next time.
In the cutscene, is that gonna be one of the end of patch cutscenes with like next time on? Meanwhile, in our the moon, basically. Okay, so he's going to the moon, I guess. Okay. Has he gotten memory loss by any chance? What the fuck? That look was... What the what is that? What the fuck? Oh my god, it's a fucking anime ending. What the fuck? There's a lot of people that's following Nashu. What the fuck? This is why I love the Hill Running quests. They're so fucking weird. Like, it's literally just the Final Fantasy XIV team just going like, okay, give us your craziest ideas. We're not gonna like remove any of them. We're gonna use all of them, no matter how fucking batshit insane they are. And that's what I love about them. They're so weird. Well, let's see, that took around an hour and a half, which is kind of what I expected. So, the rest of the stream is actually going to be pretty simple. As I said at the start, I'm going to be focusing on doing fates, so I can basically try and reach rank 3 in at least Hammering, I'm thinking. Depending on how fast it goes, maybe also the Tempest, although I kind of doubt that I can do that. But yeah, that just means do a bunch of fates. Yeah. Also, might as well do this really. That's also I've been messages. It was those. Okay, so basically what I just need to do is just do 44 more of these fates that are just like random things that just pop up different places. Some of them have cooldowns on how long they stay up, and I need to basically do them before their time runs out. That one's about to run out, I can't do that. That one has 5 minutes left. I don't know if I can do that in time, but this one has at least 12 minutes. And I'm basically thinking of doing it on Dragoon, since I can get XP on that. Even though doing it on Warrior would actually be, I don't know, extent better. Being able to actually do these relatively easily. So damage wise, this would be faster. Might as well just turn the audio down a little bit. Yeah, for this one I basically just need to kill a absolute ton of these things. And hopefully not die at the same time. Halfway done with this. So, how's everyone doing today? I ended up editing in an assignment today. It's cool, because we basically had to... we currently had a video project where we need to like make a how-to video, and that had to be basically technically handed in yesterday. But then we basically need to like go and show it today. Yeah, that's basically what I did today. It was supposed to be like a normal school day in terms of length that whole thing was going to take, but it only ended up taking like 2.5 hours, I believe. So it's nice, I guess, or maybe it was 3 hours. I'm forgetting now. No, actually, it was just 2.5. Ish. Stressed. I'm doing well. Personally, I'm doing fine, but what exactly is that's making you stressed? We can actually do this one solo, because this might be a bit more of a challenge. Other one, because this is actually a boss one, and I am getting kind of low on health. I've seen that you've written the message. I'm just have to like look at it once I'm done with this fight, because I don't want to mess up this. Because I do have to basically focus a bit here so I don't end up dying accidentally. So I'm kind of used to doing these sorts of fights as a warrior instead, since they do have more survivability. But since warrior is currently maxed out for me, I kind of want to do it on something that can actually get XP from this. Fucked up my combo there. There we go. Alright. 3 more, because you like to snuggle to sleep at time. So went home after work to a nap, and now we're here. Same time, you need to prepare some small gifts for NPF. Okay. I mean, I have seen a few times on the Discord that you basically wrote that, oh, ended up oversleeping again. That seems to happen a lot. But yeah, that's what can happen. I mean, personally, I've been maybe not having the best sleep schedule the last like most of this week, because I keep ending up going to bed like way too late. I end up going to bed like at what, almost 1 in the morning, on a weekday when I have school the next day. Not exactly a great idea. It's medicine, but a slight PT. Ah. I don't know if I should maybe I should actually make a party finder for this. So maybe speed up the process. Because if I had a group, that would actually make this go a lot faster. Personally message me goodnight each time from now on. I mean, you don't need to do that. Hopefully I should be able to go to bed at a proper time, because I do also have like a weekend, or not weekend, holiday the next week. Very nice. Gonna get a good sleep schedule. Your health has been failing because of they've gone 3 hours of sleep for each night for like 8 months. That is not good. Let's see here. Let's do that. That and okay. Now people can basically just join a party if they want to. I just got reminded as well, I should probably summon my chocobo. And that's a machinist that's fighting there. Man, that Warlord is taking a beating. So I want to make sure that we kill this Forlorn, because that will give us access to a buff that just increases our XP gain, which would be nice. It's XP gain from Fates. All of them. Oh, there's a Fate. Experience earned on Fates is dramatically increased. Okay. Alright, 19 we still need, then 41 more Fates. And we got the turtle one. I messed up the combo there. So I exactly best hang out the jumps for Dragoon. Because the whole like high jump being split from Mirage type, because previously it was the same button, just like switch over. Unfortunately not anymore. That turtle just does not want to fight with me here. I'm just too far away from its fortification. Kind of dislike this one, to be honest, this thing, because it's just a little annoying that you can't pull all of the tortoises at the same time. And of course I gotta let's deal with now. Okay, to get a little bit of health then. That should probably be... Actually, let me just wait for that to stop. They're not really lined up perfectly here. There we go. I'm hitting all of them. There we go. Okay. Now we should be at 20 fates completed. Yep. Just need 40 more of those. I'm kind of hoping that I can get someone to join, because that's gonna just speed up this significantly. I am wondering though, is Chun actually online? Yes, actually. He's on Discord. But I can't see him. Yeah, he's not online in game. So I could maybe convince him to join. Just kind of curious, does he have any characters that he would maybe want to do this with? Maybe Monk? Or perhaps Bard, although I think actually Monk, maybe not, because he is planning on basically doing Endwalker, I believe, with Monk. Once he finally gets around to doing that, I think he basically got to... What was that dungeon called again? Metoya's Relic, I believe it is. He's basically in this dungeon currently in the SQ. Maybe he has gotten past that, I'm not really sure, but he was around there last. He talked about it. Maybe either monk or bard. Or maybe he would just go on warrior, because that is his main class, basically. Let's see. That one I don't think I'm going to be able to do in time. Just not going to do that, or attempt it even. Actually... I can do this. Let's do that, and lock that in place, then I can just have it... There we go. Now basically have an easier time of seeing when fates appear, I guess. Spawned. This is basically just the problem with fate farming. It is slow as hell sometimes, because it all heavily depends on if the game actually wants to spawn any fates. Okay, it looks like we got a bit too far from one of the other enemies. And I am getting very low in health. And they all spawn up here. These things are hitting very hard. I am getting very low on health. Oh shit. I better get out of that fight, because I don't want to die. You know what, maybe I should just go tank class instead. Won't do as much damage, but I'll at least be able to survive. And I also won't get any like, XP from this, but War is 100% the one of the best classes basically to just do any sort of solo content with, because they literally cannot die. Unless of course you do something that is extremely strong. Or fight something that is extremely strong. In this case you might die, but they just have so much goddamn mitigation. And also just self-healing. And also decent damage, I guess. Though apparently they do have some of the... I think they might have like the lowest damage in terms of the tanks. Just below Paladin. It's like barely any difference. Maybe it's the other way around. I actually don't remember which way it is now. Okay, that one's done. Now I just need to wait for another one to spawn. Okay, so that one over there despawned. It's just a waiting game, I guess, for the next fate to show up. This is honestly the thing I hate the most about trying to do fates in areas. It's just the whole like, hey, I need a fate to spawn. Nothing spawns because it takes sometimes like, I don't know, a few minutes after a fate has disappeared, either from just running out of time or failing or being completed. It takes maybe like a minute before something spawns. And then you might get unlucky and have it spawn on the completely other side of the entire map. And that's the one where I need to fight a lot of bombs, because I have done several fates in this area, so I kind of know some of them. Not every single one though, but I do know a good chunk of them. There's also a boss fate that can spawn there. You fight like a salamander and a fire thingy that's like down in this area. I don't think anyone is interested in doing this. Another person. See that they're making their way down here. And I moved out too far away from that one. Damn it. I think I'm just ignoring the bursts because they don't even do any damage to me. Maybe put on my tank stance actually with this. Those. We got one up there. This way, Harbingers of Bloom. What I just did before with the, if that's the one with the cactuses. There's also a or S rank there. Just close that one. Have you two, and then there's also you here. Done. Just need to kill this thing first so I can actually leave. And is that the turtle one again? Looks like it. That is probably the one that I hate the most of these, because it's not possible to pull all the turtles at the same time. It's a bit unfortunate, because that would be very nice if we could. Oh, got another person. since we seem to have another player here, I might switch over to Dragoon again. This way, since here is 4, I'm just gonna go Dragoon. That way we can get some more damage output, and Fear can basically just take all the aggro and get some experience. Just remember something. I actually had an idea of basically making a macro for Dragon Sight, since basically saw someone had apparently made a macro where it's just take someone from your party and make them your focus, and that basically just allows you to just click the button, automatically casts Dragon Sight on your focus. And now it's just a matter of just waiting for the next bait spawn. Just immediately notice that there's a fate. Just start heading down there. It's still such a weird mount. Just like, oh, that it's a hippo breaking a cart, and somehow has the ability to fly. Somehow, I should probably wait for the rest of them to show up here. Also, might have a bit of a harder time here, considering that they aren't full at level yet. This one. Looks like I am currently tanking. also it does not have their tank stands off. So I think I'm just tanking due to my higher damage output. Which I guess works out because of the Chocobo's healing. I should also summon mine. Nice, 84. And let me just quickly check here. Let's go. Can't do that. Oh. Yeah. Blacksmith already teleported. So we got a boss one, that is the one that I defeated before. And that one has still not been killed. One person that has shown up, person met him, although they're not in the party currently. And we got a defense one. This is just if we are actually going to make it in time. You two, get out of there. Yep. How many more enemies do we need? Kill? Okay.
Had enough, and you
And don't want to listen to that. That's the one with the sand ones up there. This is basically just what I kind of hoped for, because having multiple will just boost the speed of this so much. Especially because you don't need to worry as much about surviving. Especially if you have a tank like a warrior, because that's like, you're not dying. As long as you know they keep the aggro. Since you're running around here, you can't provide its party apparently. I assume we don't need to kill all of these. There we go. This direction. Start on that. What this one is? It frogs? It's frogs that actually spawn. Lizards, that's what it was. Koalas, I guess. Accidentally alt tap there for a second. I ended up in combat. Some more enemies there than I needed to. Got one down there, that's the one we just did, I think. Or continuation. Like, that could maybe be a quest one. could be that series of fates. That is given by the same person that we did before. This is just a kill a bunch of enemies thing. Almost got all of them. Doesn't. That's more of the turtles, and we also got one down there. But this one is closer, and has less time. Those are some big swords, yep. Or I guess as they are for some reason called in this area in the game, Tolbas? Yes, I don't really know why Tolba, but this place does have weird names for a bunch of different creatures. Yeah, welcome to the stream, Cryptid. How's your day been? I'm basically just doing some fates in some of the Shadowbringers areas, since there's basically a whole system where if you do, I don't know, I think it's 60 in total of them, you basically get access to buying some certain items. And I also did a quest line earlier that was pretty silly, because it's basically known for being that. So I simply left that area. I'm doing this. It's been eventful. You slept in the bowling alley and kicked yourself in the ass on the way down. I have to say, that's impressive that you managed to do that. I'm kind of wondering, though, how did you manage to do that even? based on that, it doesn't sound like it's exactly the easiest thing to maybe do. Another fate down there. What am I actually up to now? Area 32. Nice, over halfway. You guess you stepped onto the actual lane. They're pretty slippery. Ah, that makes more sense then. I am not doing the positionals at all correctly in this fight, but it should be fine. Then Smack made a fool of yourself in front of the whole class. Ah. Yeah, that's not exactly the most fun thing to do. In my case, I haven't really had done a lot of things today. We had a we had to basically show off a an assignment we had done like for the last 2 weeks. A video we had to make. Yeah, and we just had to like show it off today. Had to turn it in yesterday, and then we basically just got some feedback on the video. Saw what everyone had made. And the teacher had basically planned that, oh, this is going to be something that takes like the same amount of time as a normal school day, but instead of taking like 5 hours as it usually is, it only ended up being like 2.5. So yeah, that went pretty quickly. I think we had like 25 minutes each group to basically present our video, our process, get feedback. And it only took like 15 minutes each group. So that was nice. Ended up basically being able to go home way earlier than usual. Although I ended up being at school for a little bit longer because ended up just sitting around for some reason. So basically gather these contenders together so we can basically build them a lot easier. Yeah, Curtin, since you just said that you basically, I guess, fell on your ass in front of the class, I'm guessing that means that you're currently going to school, I'm assuming. So if you are, yeah, you also have, like, I guess, fall holiday next week. Because we're going to be having that, so that's pretty nice. Go. Wait, those enemies despawn. There we go. Don't really have anything major planned though for this, like the holiday. Personally, basically just thinking, try and edit some videos. So I'm thinking of basically getting started on actually, I don't know, posting more edited videos on YouTube, and also getting the extreme highlights or stream archives that I have uploaded, or released rather, and also uploaded. But apart from that, I'm thinking of maybe doing some slightly longer streams than I usually have done. Seems to be doing fine in terms of tank surviving. And that's all of it. Almost certain that that one down there is going to be one that leaves that achievement. Elder Blade. That does seem to be a quest. Is a line of fates. It'd be nice to maybe get that done. Knows, maybe there's even a reward from doing that one. So how far am I now? 35. So 25 more fates. This thing. Focus on the actual boss, because I don't want to die from this thing. I just used life surge on the wrong ability there. Okay. I guess go off this one, and then I'm assuming that there's probably going to be another fate that spawns down in this general area in 8 bits. Turn off that thing because that was getting a little bit annoying. Go. Spawned out there, but we do have these over here. Stop attacking the bear and come over and fight us, please. I used Life Surge on the wrong attack again. I think once this group, or this one dies, we're gonna get another group, yep. And we don't even need to kill all the ones in this group. Sure. did it. Ooh, I believe that mount is from Austria? Or is that Nor? Is that Nor? Our recruitment ended, might as well just... Again, in case anyone wants to join. And let's see. 38. I'm just screwing up my combo massively right now. Guessing this is the last one. Yep. Yep. Spawn. Odd couple. And we also got one up there. The odd couple might go faster. Because it's just two enemies. So we could, and we're gonna get a support, offered support, Zook. So I should be at over 40 now. I think. Oh, exactly 40, so we have 20 left. So it's taking us around an hour and 10 minutes-ish to basically get... what's it again? 24, I think. Bait's done. Got a forlorn mate. Spawn. I think we are almost enemies. Yep. Yep. Now it's just a matter of waiting for another one to spawn. So that should have been 41, unless I'm mistaken. Yep, 41. There's 19 more fates to go. And I am pretty sure I'm not going to be able to get the Tempest done on this stream. Maybe finish up Emerang, but Tempest, probably not. I still need like 55 fates there. God, the way the car's looking at this spot is looking weird. Or Mock, Blacksmith, I think they're going by. Yep, Blacksmith. Blacksmith is over at the vendor trying to buy stuff. Who knows, maybe they're getting close to maxing out on bicolor gemstones. And it's more of the tortoises. I do not want to go to Lord Soup because I am basically already where I need to be. Okay, and we got swine. Just gonna do the teleport this time. So yeah, some time for me to basically load in. I completely messed up the combo there. And used Life Surge at the wrong time. I'll say, when I basically started leveling Dragoon a bit more from like 70 to 80, I think it was, didn't really understand their combo fully, but I think I'm actually starting getting a bit of a hang of it. Although technically there are still parts of it that I'm just completely lost regarding. But we can definitely start actually, I don't know, do some decent damage. The AoE combo is simple enough. It's more just the like actual like single target combo that is confusing to me, because there is a lot of buttons you need to press. I want to do the entire like full proper combo. It's like, what is it, like 10 buttons you need to press? We are actually using maps from 3 different expansions here. Revelborn, Shadowbringers, or not Shadowbringers, Stormblood, and Heaven's Ward. Gotta defend, send, and deliver. And we got more enemies coming in. Head over here, buddy. Nice, and these enemies just like spawn in a little bit faster, more grouped together. Okay, let's just back over to Mortsup and deal with the sand creatures again. I'm actually kind of thinking of maybe... I don't really know when it would be, but I'm thinking that maybe at some point I might actually do a stream where I try and like catch as many fish in the game as possible that I'm still missing. I'm still missing a lot of them. I would just have to like get my inventory ready for that, because my inventory is currently just a mess. Also, I should probably go again. Okay, that should do it. Should use a yep. Because if I were to open up this, this is basically the fishing catalog, or guide as it's called, but it's essentially just like a fishing log that shows all the fish you have caught. If I were to just like start scrolling through some of these pages, basically all of the ones that are just marked with like a shadow of a fish I have caught. As we go through this book, you're going to see more and more of those. Probably some pages just being completely blank. If they have red on them, that means that you need to have like a book in order to catch them. But yeah, I am missing a lot of fish. Okay, some of these don't really fully count, or at least some of those didn't fully count, I guess, because that's like ocean fishing, but something different. But yeah, I'm still missing a lot of them. Some of them I'm probably not going to be able to get on stream though, because those are like the rare fish and are an absolute pain in the ass from what I hear to basically catch, because it's like, oh, you need to have the right weather and the right time of day and so many like conditions that need to like be fulfilled or for them to actually spawn. And then there's only a chance you'll actually get them, because sometimes it can be like, oh yeah, you have like a 5-minute window where you can try and catch this fish because of like the weather and time of day not matching up correctly. So there are some people in my sea that have been trying to get some of these. It's like, oh, they need to wake up at like 2 or something like that in the morning in order to try and catch them. So yeah, these fish are sometimes a pain in the ass to get. All the normal ones I could consider maybe trying to catch on stream someday. I would have to basically first finish up clearing up my inventory, because it is currently too much of a mess for me to want to try and catch fish, because I need like the right bait, certain tackles also, so many things. Thinking until I basically have my inventory cleared, I'm probably gonna wait with doing the fishing. And it would probably also have to be like a few like only maybe around the born fish first, and then maybe like do it over several streams basically, because I don't think I can catch all of them in just one stream. So I'm kind of surprised that it's already like 3. Or it's only been the 3-hour stream at this point. Here's the last one. Almost Forlorn Maiden. Managed to get the Forlorn Maiden in time. And I'm just gonna teleport over to Mortsuk. Should probably actually check how many bicolor gemstones I have at this point. Uh, 552. And how many fates are we at? 47, 13 left. The babies are gone. It's just her that needs to go down. Or him? Her. Go. Push this just we go. Okay, we're going for that one over there. This one is a bit more time sensitive though, but this one is just a kill one, so it's easier. My combo again. Keep ending up sometimes, I don't know, just clicking the completely wrong button. Do too much considering what it is we're doing, but it still annoys me a little. Oh, let's do here. I'd like 2 more enemies I need to kill. Okay, that should do it. Yep. And we have the odd couple that is spawned again. So, where are we at? 9 left. So we've got to take like what? 20? 30-ish minutes? I'm thinking. As we have a decent amount of easy, fast fates spawn. Maybe that would only be like that amount of time if they spawn in that Fast. Maybe I should just focus on one of them single target attacks. Would probably speed this up a bit more. The complete bomb attack, I just use Life Surge on there. And we got the birds up there. And tortoises. And Chun-Chun is still not on. I feel like I haven't actually seen Chun-Chun on Final Fantasy in a while. It also seemed like he had kind of gotten, I don't know, interested in some other games. Ah, yeah, I can see he's currently playing Apex Legends with the old ball. Okay, we got a Reaper here it seems. Looks like our tank might be leaving. just need to kill one more. Yep, that should do it. Yep. So 51, 2, 52, 8 left. Nice. This shouldn't take too long to get the last 8. And then it's just the Tempest I need to do. But I am kind of thinking of maybe saving that for when I have a tank, different tank than or in Paladin at level 80 then, because I kind of need to be in level 80 in order to do most of the baits down there. We'll just do them on Boon, I guess. Oh, got another person. Nice. There you go. Took. We got a Dragoon. Monk. Dragoon and Reaper. Yeah, invite them. Just quickly. The recruiting stuff. Invite to party. And then I can press up for recruiting more members. Apparently I can't invite people to a party fighting group. I guess if party fighting group is currently going. Maybe they're doing that in order to prevent mishaps if two people basically, like if a person basically tries to join and someone gets invited at the same time or something like that. Maybe it's just because of how the system works, it just can't allow it for some reason. We're currently up to 5 members. We can even start building up a limit break. Although I do believe that that is not gonna necessarily happen, because it seemed like it disappeared during Fates, although I could be wrong on that. Or just 6 more Fates. One Fates, please spawn. God, some of these fates take forever to spawn. Something, please just spawn already. It's the same problem that ends up happening whenever, what is it? Whenever you try and, like, do the, books for the Realm Reborn weapon, it ends up taking forever because you need to do very specific fates. Which makes this a whole lot more annoying, because it's like, hey, you're just basically sitting around doing absolutely nothing because nothing is spawning. When something finally spawns, it's not what you need. I did I just use Life Surge? That's not supposed to be used there. God, the Chucky was just putting so many lead effects on. Thinking about it, would actually be fast to just teleport over there, I think. We're already like halfway-ish there, so eh. There's one of them over there, there's like close enough, but they just keep like blinking in. Okay. Got the cobble again. I'm at 55. 56 actually. Nice. Well, the problem is just that once I'm done with all the Heaven's Ward, or not Heaven's Ward, Stormblood, Shadowbringers, Shared Fate stuff, then I have all the ones for Endwalker, which is just gonna be a lot as well. Thankfully I will be able to just oh, someone's actually already doing these. See any others spawn yet? Why did they teleport to base Omicron? Why did you go here? God damn it. I am gonna head back to Mortsuka then. I didn't read enough that, oh yeah, that's base Omicron. I just thought, oh, that's somewhere in here. Nope. I'm a dumbass. need to learn how to read. Or just click on something. So 57. Okay, one thing I hate, absolutely hate with this menu is just the fact that it's so slow sometimes to like load this info. There we go. Still want some add 684. Okay. Back to Mortsuga as our lookout post of sorts. So, 2 fates, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. It's just a matter of actually spawning it. Come on, fates. Spawn already. Got one. then put one up there. Nice. And those should be relatively fast. Up. Like 2 more kills, I think. That should. Nope, you actually need 1 more. There we go, that should do it. So once we finish up this one, I should hit rank 3, if I'm not mistaken. Nice. Three. That means I am done with Emerald. I have no need to ever do any fate here ever again, except if it's for like a as an achievement. Let's see. Kind of thinking I can end this one and then possibly give Blacksmith the is the leadership of the group, since they're the one who has been in the group longest time. So I got those two, I can get that. And all these other things. These two are probably the most interesting one, and the Indian. And that's promote you. Let's leave the party. Okay, got a bit of these and meat from this. Nice. Okay, and we have like 15 minutes left of the stream. I have no idea what I can do in that amount of time. Because, yeah, there's not a lot in that short amount of time. Because, let's see, I can't really get started on any sort of quests. I can't do any specific quest lines or anything. I can barely get started in Satnor with grinding metal. There's nothing I can really try and farm either. Yeah. Don't really have anything left to do for this stream. Guess I could maybe just end the stream a little earlier than usual. Because, yeah, I don't really have much else to really do now. Grab these things. Okay, 17,000. Nice. Almost up to 18,000, 19,000, 19 million, that's what I'm trying to say. Okay, bracelet. I can synthesize that. Yeah. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and probably end the stream here, because yeah, I don't really have anything else to really do now that wouldn't like make the stream take way or go way above the amount of time that I had kind of planned for this one. So yeah, so we'll just start ending the stream then. Again, turn up the background music a bit. Yeah, it did mute. Let's see. Towards this. That's the one. Alright, so I want to see if I can find someone that I could potentially raid. So let's see. Switch. So in terms of like the next stream, usually try already. I mean, it's not gonna be that long before I basically do another stream, because tomorrow, or basically Saturdays, aka tomorrow, usually we do the whole like, or at least we have started at least, doing the Stardew Valley streams Saturdays. Unless I have misunderstood it, we can't do the stream tomorrow because I believe it's Angie that has something that she needs to do tomorrow, so yeah, she can't show up for the thing, so no Stardew Valley, as far as I understand it, tomorrow. But instead, I'm basically thinking of just doing a like slightly longer Elden Ring stream, because yeah, might as well. I am thinking that I'll do it slightly earlier in the day than I usually do. I'm basically thinking like a 6-hour Elden Ring stream, and I'm thinking of seeing if I can start it at around like noon, yes, 12 p.m. I think it is, in terms of like American time, or just 12 if you use like, I don't know, yeah, like 12 o'clock. Use as they call it in the USA, military time, or as a lot of the rest of the world calls it, time. But yeah, I'm thinking basically a 6-hour stream, Elden Ring tomorrow. Yeah, the reason why I'm also doing it like early in the day is because I'm still a little unsure how it is, but I might have a plan with someone from my class that we should be playing something tomorrow, or maybe that ends up being like Sunday, I'm not sure yet. If it doesn't happen tomorrow, then I'm just gonna be watching, I guess if I can find it, the new episode of The Owl House, because I have been so hyped for that, and they're finally putting out the first episode of season 3 tomorrow. And then we're gonna have to wait until like January for the second episode of season 3. And then like March, I believe? I think it's March that has the last episode. Season 3 seems to be really good. Yeah. From what I haven't, like, I've watched all of season 1 and 2. I have tried as much as possible to avoid spoilers regarding season 3, like from clips and so on. And my god, YouTube is a piece of shit regarding that, because it keeps being like, oh yeah, you watched the Owl House episodes, or like, not episodes, but like clips before on YouTube. How about we give you trailers for season 3 and so on? And I'm just like, YouTube, stop it. I don't want to watch like the intro or something. I want to watch it when I watch it for the first time. I don't want to be spoiled on anything. And it keeps being like, oh yeah, here's a video, here's a video, here's a video. Like, YouTube, stop it. Please. Please stop it. Wondering if I actually go to my recommended right now, is there even gonna be one? Scrolling. It hasn't actually given me one yet, which is kind of surprising, but that might simply be because I have given it so many other videos that it wants me to like watch, I guess. It's nice. But if I would end up like watching one video where it's like, oh yeah, this is a comic someone did of the Owl House, because there's been like one guy who has done a lot of those. I think I actually also did a lot of comics with, oh, what's that called again? Gravity Falls on Twitter? Or not Twitter, Tumblr, back in the day. Let's just try and check what is that, guys. Again. Macmark, that was the guy. Yeah, he's basically been doing a lot of things. Like a lot of comics for some of the different popular Western cartoons. And if you saw one video from Grant, and now your whole feed are filled with his videos. Ah. Yeah, that does seem to happen. Like, I don't remember if I mentioned it, but like some weeks ago or like a month ago or something like that, I ended up like starting getting like one specific video on YouTube recommended to me, where it was like a few different ones, but it was like all videos where it was like a full episode of the cartoon Recess, where it was just like, oh yeah, here's one of these, I want to watch this one. And then at one point I just like, okay, went ahead and watched one episode. My entire feed was just like bombarded with just videos from that one channel of here's like the episode of Recess. And for some reason I just kept watching them. Like, they kept just showing up, and then at some point they just stopped completely. And I don't know why. YouTube's algorithm is weird as hell sometimes. I don't get it. Basically, Elden Ring should basically just be what I stream tomorrow, I guess. Yeah. And I guess I'll also just be streaming some Elden Ring then on Tuesday, unless something prevents me from doing that. There shouldn't be anything, I think, but you never know. Also, I'm considering maybe doing a extra Elden Ring stream next week. Thinking maybe Thursday. But I'm still not entirely sure yet. I might not. I still need to figure out like how if I feel too tired or something like that day, so I guess we'll see. Yeah, something to look forward to. You get home from NPF. Alright. But yeah. Let's see. I actually didn't get around fully to figuring out who I should raid. Let's see. I guess we could go with Mina Saya, another Danish VTuber. I need to make sure that I set up this command correctly. There we go. Okay, so you're just gonna raid Mina then, and yeah, hopefully I'll be back tomorrow morning, afternoon. I guess it's technically both of them to an extent. With some Elden Ring. Had planned on basically, I did miss like the Elden Ring stream Tuesday, so yeah, I'm basically thinking that we're just gonna do what I had planned there, which is I want to explore the swamp that is basically in the like, I guess, center of sorts of like center middle of the starting area. Also, I just got a free ads apparently on Twitch on Rina's stream. At least it does like move the video for some reason up above the chat somehow. Huh. Oh well. I'm kind of thinking that I'm just gonna quickly wait for the ads to finish so I can actually I kind of like seeing the reaction when I rate people, so just wait a little bit. I need just to get through one more ad, so that is 15 seconds ish. But I guess I can just end the stream here. So yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow for some Elden Ring. Me getting my ass probably absolutely destroyed by some things. I don't know what yet, but probably some stuff. So yeah. Until next time, everyone. I'll see ya.